This year has been it's been a bit of up and down. Trying to get the Olympic time has been a bit of a challenge this season. Finally, when the team was selected, knowing that I've made the 400 individual team and the 400 relay was just a dream come true and a massive blessing. It's been 6 years of a lot of hard work and sacrifice from my end, and not only from me but from my team. You know, my coach has put in a lot of time and effort, and the various trainers that I have, my family and friends. Not making the qualification criteria of the South African Olympic Confederation was pretty tough, because their criteria was very, very strict. Being the fastest athlete in South Africa and them sending a relay, I was kind of hoping and sure that I'd be on the relay team, but the 400 individual was something I'd always wanted to be on and was aiming to achieve since before 2008. So I was kind of in lingo really wondering, you know, are they going to take athletes that have qualified to the IOC standard but not at the SASCOC requirements? Now that SASCOC has backed me and chosen me and, you know, shown that they believe in me, that has added a little bit of pressure, but I believe the pressure that I've put on myself has always been far more than any external pressure. I always want to achieve the most. I've always pushed myself to be the best athlete that I can be, and regardless of what external pressure there is, I always give my best on the day, and that I honestly believe. So I hope that in London, when I get that opportunity, you know, that I just have a clear mind and I enjoy the race more than anything. And if I enjoy it and I run a relaxed race, I'll run quick. My targets for the Olympic Games would be to make the semi-final. I did that in Diego last year at the IAAF World Championships. But in the semi-final there, I didn't post a time that I was very happy with, and I finished last in the semi-final. I think a realistic goal and a tough goal would be for me to finish in a better position in the semi. Obviously, being an Olympic year, the guys are in better form, and if I can make the semi-final and run close to my personal best, I'll be very happy with that. I hope that, you know, my presence in the Olympics will definitely draw the attention of the Paralympics. And I started my first Paralympics in 2004, and the difference I saw between 2004 and 2008 was unbelievable. And if I look at already how much attention the London Paralympic Games has gotten, and we, you know, 2 months, month and a half out, it's amazing. I think this is going to be a Paralympic Games that's going to be unparalleled to anything we've ever seen before. I've always been proud to be part of that Paralympic movement, and when I line up there in London for the Paralympic Games in the various disciplines, I'll try and defend my titles. The level of professionalism has definitely stepped up in the Paralympic amputee sprinting community. Being an athlete that has focused on the 400 in the last 5 or 6 years, I've dropped 11 kilograms since 2008, so I've lost a lot of power to be more efficient for the 400. So my work is definitely cut out for me on the 100. But, you know, it's still a title. I've still got the world record there, and it'll be a blessing for me to run against some of the world's best. And as they say in the final, and on a good day, it's anybody's fair game. So I'll still go there with my A game, and hopefully my experience pays off. I think if I look at what I've achieved, I've been in running internationally since I was 17, and this year, you know, I'd love to obtain the goals that I've set out for myself, which are going to be a great challenge. But I think 2016 in Rio will be where I'll be at my pinnacle as a sprinter. Most sprinters peak between 27 and 29, and I'll be 29 in Rio. So hopefully I can work towards that, and I'm as keen and as excited as I've ever been. I think every year, as I learn more, I get more drawn in by wanting to achieve better and be a stronger and more competitive athlete. And maybe after that I'll start looking at throwing in the towel, but I want to end on a high, and I don't want to be in a position where I'm not challenging the sport. We can shake on producing better results in Rio, and hopefully there's some pinnacles in my career in London as well. Being involved with Laureus Foundation and the work that they've done, it's been pretty humbling over the last couple of years. My first Laureus Awards was in 2008. I'd been nominated for different categories over the years, and then this year I got my first award. To say it was humbling is maybe an understatement. There's not many accolades that sportsmen try and achieve off the field of play, but that was really one that is just unbelievable. I think if I look back at the work that the Laureus Foundation has done, it goes beyond just giving back. I was very privileged to go out to Tanzania to see one of the projects that they've done there, and it's unbelievable. I mean, the change that you can make in a community, and the amounts of smiles you can put on kids' faces, and the encouragement that you can give them in a community like that was just, I went there thinking I'd be able to give, and I think I left that experience with more than what I'd intended to give. It was just really an eye-opener, and to be involved with the Laureus Foundation is something that I hope I'll be able to do for many years to come.